Entering this year's draft, there was a lot of talk surrounding the Penguins' first-round pick and on if they should keep it, draft a player with it, or trade it away for pieces that help you win right now. And before we start talking about the draft, let me know if you guys like this new setup. I'm downstairs in the basement now, sitting down, more comfortable instead of standing up in the garage. Seemed like I was giving some kind of school presentation. I don't know. I thought I'd just change it up a little bit. If you guys want me to go back to the old setup, comment it down below. I don't mind. It didn't bother me. It's up to you guys. It's whatever you guys like, I'll do. But anyways, like I was saying before, there was a lot of talk on if the Penguins should trade their first round pick amongst Penguins fans. Some Penguins fans thought they should trade it because there's no point of drafting a player that's going to make an impact in 2-3 years. We want to win now with Crosby and Malkin. And then there was the other part of the fan base that wanted to keep the first round pick and draft with it and develop him, and hopefully he'd be a future stud. And although I wanted the Penguins to trade the pick away and get some help now, I love what Jim Rutherford did, not panicking, keeping the pick. If the right deal wasn't on the table, no need to trade it away for a fourth liner like he did in 2017. Just don't give away the pick for nothing. I love what he did. He drafted a player with it, and now that player is an asset that the Penguins have. They can either use him in 2-3 years or trade him in a part of a bigger trade, let's say come the trade deadline time. And now let's get into who they drafted with the pick they kept. 21st overall, they draft forward Samuel Poulin. Now, a lot of people weren't a fan of this draft pick by the Penguins, and that's the one thing that pisses me off about the draft, because fans have those 2-3 players that they really want, that Bob McKenzie tweeted about or something. They pick those guys that they want. They don't know much about the other prospects, and when the team doesn't draft that one prospect that they wanted, they get really, really upset. Now, the only thing you can do now is support Samuel Poulin as a Penguins prospect. Hope he has the best NHL career he can because he's a Penguins prospect. Don't be mad that we didn't get this guy or that guy. It doesn't matter because they're not ours right now. Samuel Poulin is ours, and let's hope he can be a top 6 player in the future. And the reason why this video is a little bit late is because I did research on some of these prospects, so I read up on Samuel Poulin a lot, and I think Penguins fans are really going to like him. Samuel Poulin is a guy that doesn't have a strength, but doesn't have a weakness. He's not like when the Penguins drafted Daniel Sprong. His strength was his offense, but his weakness was his defense. And most importantly, he's not just a big body. He's a big body who could score. He's what the power forward is in today's game. He's big, explosive, and has a bit of a scoring touch to him, and is pretty solid in his own end. In his second full QMJHL season, he put up in 67 games, 29 goals, and 76 points. And he also had a pretty big playoff run. He got 14 points, 8 goals in 10 games. Do I think he makes the NHL next year? Probably not. Probably not for the next 2, 3, maybe even 4 years, which sucks because he won't make an impact right now. But I do think he'll be worth the wait because I think he's a lot better than Penguins fans give him credit for. And with their next draft pick, which they traded up for, they drafted, and I'm going to say this name wrong. It's so simple, but I feel like I'm going to mess it up. Nathan Legare or Legare, or if we want to go full French with it, Nathan Legare, but I'm not going to say that every time. So I'm going to call him Legare. But just like Samuel Poulin, he's also a power forward, big, explosive, and can score with good all-around game. Again, this is all from what I've read. I've done a lot of research over the last 2-3 days because I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I don't sit here and watch these guys during the season. I just read up on them from after the Penguins draft them, and that's where I kind of get my opinion on them. In his second full season in the Q, he put up 87 points in 68 games, 45 goals. So this guy has an offensive touch to him. And now I'm going to go a bit on a stretch here, and again, we won't know this until it actually happens, but I think he's a little bit NHL ready than Samuel Poulin is. I think he's also 2-3 years away. And then with their next pick in the 5th round, the Penguins drafted Judd Caulfield. And again, the Penguins continuing the trend. They get another power forward. But unlike the first two guys, he's more of a defensive power forward. And I actually have something that backs that up right here. It says here, he certainly has some skill in his game, but that's not why he plays. He is better off the puck than he is on the puck. He seems a bit further away to making the NHL if he makes it, being a 5th round pick. I think it's more of a long-term project. He is a big guy, 6'3", but he's 191 pounds, so he needs to bulk up. But if he does make the NHL, I think this is your perfect 4th liner, 3rd liner at best, perfect bottom 6 player who can kill penalties and can also chip in with that goal here and there, being a perfect depth player. And in my opinion, the one thing that all 3 of these guys need to, get better and reaching the NHL level is bulking up and working on that speed, because being big boys, I don't think they're the fastest players. So work on the foot speed and, try and bulk up. That's just going to come with age because they're all really, really big, but really, really skinny. But the bulking up thing just comes with the age. I'm also 6'3", 19 years old, but I'm also really scrawny. I have no, mass to me. That's going to come as I get older, eat more, train, all that comes with the age. So I'm not worried about that. I think they should primarily focus on the foot speed. That's something they really need to work on because they won't make it far in the NHL if they can't skate. And now moving on to the 7th round, where the Penguins drafted Valtteri Puustinen. Yet again, another forward the Penguins drafted, but complete opposite of what they drafted in the first 3 picks. This guy is not a power forward. He's 5'9", 176 pounds. They described him as a late bloomer, and that makes sense. He almost missed out on being drafted. He was 20 years old and got drafted in the 7th round, so he was a few picks away from not getting drafted at all. That's a great story. I love hearing stories like that, but the chances of him making the NHL aren't too high, because the other three guys, the one thing they had going for them is they're really, really big. And that's a big advantage when you enter training camp. You stand out not only because you're tall, but because coaches just love the size in their lineup. Although Poulin in here is only 5'9", 176 pounds, so he's really, really small. If he does make it, I see him being a really, really late bloomer, maybe at 24, 25, 26. But like I said, it's all a gamble. We don't know anything at this point. And the final pick in the Penguins draft, they get Santeri Erola. Now that's a name I know I messed up. I apologize, but that's who they drafted. Here's the Penguins' first and only defenseman in the draft. They describe him as the European scouts were really excited that he was available in the 7th round. He's a late bloomer, skilled defenseman, a real good skater. That was a good flip to get him in the 7th. To be real with you guys, this is the 7th round. I have no idea what I'm reading. I'm just reading these little paragraphs the Penguins put on their website, and that's all I gotta say. I don't really have an opinion on these guys, because like I said, I did a lot of research on these guys, but mostly on the first 3 guys they drafted, because you could, look at videos on them on YouTube and find articles on other websites. These 7th round picks, there's not much you can find on them. I barely found any videos on these guys, so it was tough to do, give my opinion on them, which is why I'm just reading what Patrick Alvin had to say, the Penguins head director of amateur scouting. So thank you, Patrick, for giving me these descriptions, because if it wasn't for you, I would not know anything about these 7th round picks. Let's hope they pan out. But that concludes the draft. That's all I have to say for this one. Let me know what you guys think about the setup. Personally, I kind of enjoyed it. I felt like it was more smoother this video. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to let me know your opinions on the draft. Who's your favorite prospect they got out of this draft? Who's your sleeper pick? And do you think the Penguins make any other trades going forward? If they do, I'll be here with a video giving my thoughts on it like always. So thank you for watching. Like I said, like, comment. I said all that. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.